What's going on, guys? It's Austin Putnam from FlickDirect here talking to Enrique and Camila on the terrific show Acapulco Season 2. How are you guys doing? And thank you for taking the time to speaking with us today.
Oh my God, it's such a pleasure to be with you and with
We're having
Camila.
a great time in Miami, baby.
I'm about to say the first thing is, so you've been in Miami for maybe like a couple of hours, maybe a day or so. How's Miami treating you two?
I love it. Love the food, love the climate, and I'm just excited to go walk to the beach later after this.
I love the landscapes. I love the people. I love this Latin community and the people whom we have talked to, like you.
Like you, that's true.
These guys are making my day over here. Oh my word. So Acapulco. So I didn't know about the show until late last year. My dad showed me it. I could not put the show down. And season 2, I think it might be better than the first season in all honesty.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
mean, the story arcs, no spoilers, the story arcs, the relationship that you two have on the show is brilliant. So the first thing I have to ask is, what was probably the most exciting and also the most challenging aspect for your characters going into season 2?
For our character?
Yes.
Well, I think for Julia was diving more into the comedy and all the roller coaster situation between Chad and Maximo. As you saw last season, I was engaged. Well, Julia was engaged, and we wake up the day after New Year's Eve, and it's like a hangover. You got to deal with the consequences. Right?
That's a heck of a hangover right there.
Yeah, it's like you can't avoid it. It's
No.
there.
It just creeps on and you're like, oh crap, here
Exactly,
we go again.
exactly. So then I have to talk to him to kind of explain, because obviously Julia was not expecting this proposal, especially a public proposal. But yeah, I think the most challenging part was kind of diving in and out of comedy and drama at the same time. So as an actor, that was like a huge challenge, but a fun one. So
Nice.
yeah.
And for Enrique?
I second that. I think that blending. I'm just riffing. I mean, the blending comedy with heart was a challenge. Also, well, Maximum is like things don't happen the way he thought, and that the new it's New Year. New Maximo, and he tries to exactly new year, new me. Maximo tries to like to go to the resort as if anything has happened. I mean, with his mentor, things are not going well. With Hector, he got the job with in a tricky way. Julia and Chad are engaged, so that's not the way he wanted to. And
I wouldn't want to be Maximo.
But- yeah, but at the same times, at the same time, he has his best friend with him in the pool side. So like he has this energy to face reality and to face a new day.
Since the show takes place in the 80s, what do you two think makes people so nostalgic? Why do you think that the 80s brings such a great aspect in people?
I mean, I think it was a great time in history. I wasn't born in the 80s, but I have a lot of, obviously, family members, and my brother was born in the 80s. Just a lot of fun stories that I get jealous of, especially Studio 54 in New York City. I wish I was in that time. The music was different. Like, I'm still listening to, like, 80s music, and I wasn't even born in that time. Yeah, I think the music, the colors, the fashion, I think that's why it's a show that a lot of young people are watching with their families, because obviously the young generation can only relate to what's happening now, but they can talk about it with their families, like, and then their parents will probably be like, oh, I wore that when I was younger. Oh, my hair was like that. That's why I think it brings so much, nostalgia to them.
Yeah, I think the same. I think the music, the wardrobe, the hairstyle. I mean, our coworkers were mostly our age when they were in the 80s. So they got a lot of stories. My parents too. So I got this like advices from them, and suggestions that I kept. So that made our characters more real, more grounded.
So let's talk about the first day of season one and then going to calling rap on season two. Talk about the energy was like and the journey going from that day to the final day of rapping on season two.
Well, I think, well, from the beginning, the first table read, we were nervous. We didn't know what was going to happen. We don't read, we literally read episodes on the day. We don't know what's going to happen like weeks before. Like we read it as a team and then we have to shoot it the next day. So that was exciting because first episode was like, oh my God, this is what's happening. So much drama. And then fast forward to the end, it was just very sad. I think so we were doing table reads on Zoom and I think all of us were crying. I mean, the ending, no spoiler, that was, it was very emotional. It was very emotional. So I started happy and excited, ended up crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're bringing me back to the feels. Oh my, yeah, of course, no spoilers. That ending,
Yeah.
holy
a good
shnikes,
ending.
man. It is. It's a terrific ending.
Hopefully good enough to get picked up for season 3.
Please.
Well, for me, imagine we were there for 3 months, and it's the second time we are 3 months like
Mexico.
we with each other daily. So we have breakfast, we have dinner together, and we share lots of stories. We are mostly like brothers and sisters. So it's like a summer camp for me
Oh
to
my
to
God.
go to that place. That pink hotel
where we live.
Really?
it's a character by itself. We live there. So imagine the place where you eat might be the set for tomorrow. So it's like every day there's something familiar for you. Obviously we got back. We were very emotional, very enthusiastic, and we found out these new episodes that were extremely amazing, and obviously at the end it's like, okay, we each of us is going to go back to their countries, to their cities, and well, we hope to, like, we enjoy every time we are back together, like in the premiere. So it's that's why it's a very important connection.
I love hearing that. You guys have no idea. So, season two, I think, has even funnier jokes than season one. There were times where I was watching late at night. I had to stop my laugh from myself laughing so hard I wasn't waking up my dad in the next room. No joke. Were there any particular jokes? Because I can imagine there had to be a lot of outtakes and a lot of bloopers. Was there a particular joke where you were laughing so hard that takes were ruined?
Yeah. So for me, episode 3 with the chats, it was really bad because we had 3 cameras that day, and they were all shooting at us, like in my coverage, and Hector kept walking in and he kept doing this, like, you gotta stand with it, and I just like, I think I messed up probably 10 of them because the ocean was here and I kept looking like, it was so, I just can't with the chats and Hector the Protector. I can't. I hope we don't have enough scenes next year because it makes it hard to shoot because he's so funny.
Yeah.
He's obnoxious, but he's so good. I love it.
I had a scene in Gallardo's apartment where the naivety of my mother like pushes her to think that Jesus is very gift. Do you remember? I'm so sorry, no spoiler, but that joke, I was like, oh, every time I ran into the bedroom, I was like, oh, here it comes, and I obviously wanna like laugh so hard.
Oh my
and
God.
also I had another one in Diane's office, where Cord Overstreet was like improvising, and he had a lot of punchlines, and yeah, it was. I cannot explain too much.
Yeah.
But oh my God, yeah, I love those scenes, and and I remember that Jay or it was Jay that
Jay's
he,
our director.
he had to our director he had to or Victor, I don't remember who was in that episode, but they had to to shoot like a special like take just with me because just for protection because
You
they,
messed up
One
your
for
cover?
safety, right?
a little bit, not a lot, but it was like the final 3 seconds. But I like Court was extremely funny.
But that's the thing. I think that's the fun part
The look on your
about-
face says it all.
That's
Oh
the
my
fun
god.
part of doing comedy. You don't get this in drama. Like I come from drama, I never got to do that. So it's like you get to work, but are you really working because you're cracking up all day? So it's fun.
I would say like that look on your face as Enrique was saying everything that Louis said, everything I needed to know right there. So was there a particular episode that when you were doing your table reads, and I know you said that was for every day, which is insane, the work schedule like that. But once you're in an episode where you're thinking like, I can't wait to go out there and shoot this thing right now.
4. The Valentine.
That's a good one.
I would say
I was dying to shoot that. They actually they tweaked it around a lot. It's funny, but it was like big and like obnoxious. I'm using that word a lot because it was obnoxious. It was so good. It's still amazing, but I love that episode, and I got to shoot the whole thing with you, and that was so much fun.
The hotel segment is, oh my god, that room segment, no spoilers, it was so genius. Oh my god.
I know.
That one. And then I was gonna give a spoiler. So
Oh,
Okay, thanks. Whoop.
I was gonna say you took the microwave.
The microwave. Well, this is my microwave. And I would say episode 5.
That's
When
a
I
good
was-
one, too.
The club.
Oh.
When I read that thing, I was like, I want to be right there right now. I have my shoes, so I just want to dance.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's why I can relate.
So I know we're coming up pretty close on our time here, so there's 2 more things I got to ask you to. So since the series takes place in the 80s, I have to ask, since this is a comedy show, is there a particular comedy movie or TV show that you think that your characters would be in love with the most from that decade?
From that decade.
Like
Or
a show
just-
from that decade?
Yeah, like a show or a movie that would say like this is my favorite show from a character's perspective.
Oh, from Julio's perspective
Yes.
in the 80s?
Yeah, I probably should
I'm
have
not really
clarified that
familiar
more.
with comedies around that time.
Oh man, there are some good ones
I'm
around
not really
there.
familiar with,
Well, it was not exactly a comedy, but Back to the Future.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I know that Jason Schulman, like got inspired by Michael J. Fox, and that made us watch the
Maximo's kind of
the-
inspired by him.
I could
exactly.
totally see that now you say that.
Something.
Oh my
so
word.
so he asked me to watch his movies, and we saw a movie, The Secret of My Success,
That was so good.
together
Ooh.
because
Was
he
that
asked.
in the 80s? I thought it was the 90s.
It
I'm
was.
saying they think it's okay.
I don't know, but I loved
Well,
it.
so Maximo is loosely inspired by Michael
Yes.
Fox, so that's one of our creators' favorite actors.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I
then
think
the-
it was
you see
from
that-
the 80s.
when you
I
watch
think
that movie?
it was from the
Yes.
80s.
See
Yeah.
the love interest that
Oh,
happens there?
yeah.
That's also Julio and Maximo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did not think of that until just now. That
Yeah.
brain blast over here. So I want to end you both on this question to cut you loose a little bit on this one. So the last episode, no spoilers, is all about having a second chance in life.
Yeah.
So the thing I got to ask is, for the 2 of you, was there a role that you may have passed on earlier on in your career, but you knew that if you came up on a role in your future, that you can make up for that chance? If so, what was that role?
Well, I haven't had that luxury yet. I don't want to pass on anything.
Right.
But yeah, I guess I can't answer that because I haven't had the opportunity to. Oh, actually, so I forgot about this. So I was on in a show in 2017. It was Gotham. It was based on Batman. I was a villain. I was Batman's villain.
That's right.
So I was doing Firefly, and then during that time I booked another job with the same network, and I had to fly to Atlanta, so I was commuting back and forth. And at the end, and I love Gotham, obviously comics. It's like mind blowing. Like the fans for that show were insane. I had to make a decision based on like where I wanted to go with my career. Do you want to stay in that superhero world, or do you want to go into more, drama? and we chose drama. But I want to be back in DC or Marvel. I miss it. But that was a tough choice that I had to make. But making that move, I was able to do more drama characters, which is eventually what I want my career to look like. So
I love that answer so much,
Yeah.
Enrique.
I remember just once but it was I had to pass because it was my sister's wedding. The fun fact is that she got divorced one year later, so it was like I
Oh my
wanted that
God.
role.
That's great.
Family first. Family
Yeah,
first. Now I'm
right?
here. I'm this guy.
This
so, yeah.
handsome mother
This
over here.
This handsome guy.
You're not divorced, so
Exactly.
you're winning.
So that's the thing.
That's a big win right there, man. Well, I just want to say thank you both so much for your time. I enjoyed season 2 much. I am praying for season 3 just so I can show my
too.
dad this season because I know he loved it so much. Thank you so much once again, guys.
Thank
Watch
you.
season 2, guys, when it comes out. It's so freaking good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And that's a wrap.